lovies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie and I focus on faith, fitness, and fashion. Today we are going to do a brief unboxing of the Bottega Veneta Andiamo clutch versus two Andiamo dupes that I picked up from Amazon. Let's go ahead and get into it. So I purchased two dupes from Amazon prior to ordering the Bottega Veneta because I needed to make sure that I loved it first. And I have school teacher money. So I need to make sure that school teacher money goes as far as it possibly can. So let's get into why I love this bag. So the Andiamo clutch really reminds me of the Hermes Kelly cut. And the Hermes Kelly cut is more than I am willing to pay for a bag. So the closest thing that is going to allow me to get all my Kelly cut feels is going to be the Bottega Veneta Andiamo clutch. Let's get into the construction of the bag. So first, it's very on brand for Bottega Veneta, meaning that it has the traditional interweaving that they do oh so well. So this bag has magnets on either side because when you close it, it does that. All right. And then it has this cute little O-ring, and this goes through the O-ring. So the problem that I have with the authentic version of this bag is that I have to press down really hard in order for the opening of the O to be shown. So I don't like that already because it's losing the integrity of the leather. Like I'm already getting wrinkles on the inside of the leather from where I'm having to press the bag in to put the pin in. So that's con one for me. It smells really good. It smells like fine leather. It smells delightful. Made in Italy. So it smells like fine Italian leather. Now, this bag is relatively expensive. Let's look at the price really quickly for the authentic Bottega Veneta Andiamo clutch. So the Andiamo clutch is $29.50, which means by the time I got it to the great state of Alabama, it was $3,190 something. Now, theoretically, I wouldn't be mad at that because when I buy bags for the long haul. So I typically don't buy bags for resale, and I typically don't buy bags often. When I buy a bag, I love it. Like it's going to be a forever piece for me. There's a problem I have with this bag. I see lines here, and there's a spot on the glazing up here that I am not very happy with, especially for $3,100. For $3,100, Andiamo, I want you to be essentially perfect. Let's get into these comparable Amazon dupes. So let's start with the cheap one. So this Amazon dupe, I paid $39 for. So like $40. So I paid, I think $39.99. Now, it smells like all sorts of plastic and factory. That's what it smells like, people. It smells like factory. You remember on the episode of Housewives of Salt Lake City where Mary M. Cosby told Jen Shaw that she smelled like hospital? This bag smells like factory. It smells like vinyl. It smells like plastic. Like if I let it air out, is it going to be okay? I don't know. But same essential design. The strap's a little wonky. I'm assuming I could probably like flatten it out and it would go straight. Same interweaving. Now, with that said, the interweaving on the $39 bag is not as wide as the authentic Andiamo clutch. But very comparable, right? And whereas the authentic Andiamo clutch does not give you a crossbody strap option, the El Cheapo does. So you're walking around with your El Cheapo Andiamo bag and you're like, let me throw this crossbody strap on. Oh, now I'm hands-free. This one, you do not have that option. Now, if we see you with your crossbody strap, we do know that it's not authentic Bottega Veneta Andiamo, but do we really care for $3,100 versus $39.99 on the Amazon? So that's my super cheap one. The next El Cheapo it was $79. So I showed you earlier, the color is very comparable. Color is comparable. The color is an exact match. Let's look at size. The authentic is a hair longer than the one that cost $79. The $79 one, very similar to the $39 Andiamo clutch dupe. It also has the cross-body strap option. So if you're feeling as if you need to be hands-free, boom, there you go. Now, why you would want to be hands-free with a bag that is this shape, I'm not really sure. I probably wouldn't go the crossbody option for this bag, largely because I feel like it's too long to comfortably fit on the side of the body without being obtrusive. So it's going to get in the way of life. You're going to be hitting tables, you're going to be hitting walls with the edges of your bag. As it relates to smell, now the $79 one from the Amazon does not smell like factory. So this is and it's $77 now. Look at that. So my $77 Andiamo clutch, they have all colors. They have a pretty beige white. They have black. They have the chocolate brown. Well, I guess that's like a tan brown. A saddle brown is probably better. Then they have no, that says purple. On my monitor, it reads very chocolatey. Then they have the hunter green, forest, burgundy, that's the one I have, grass green, and pink, a mauve. A mauve! So, the question becomes, are you really in love with the shape of the Kelly cut, which you definitely get with the dupes at $39 versus $79. So let's talk about this $39 dupe. Our $39 dupe is definitely more pliable. This is the one that smells like factory. It definitely smells like factory. You might want to sit it outside on the front porch. It might air out and you might have no problems. This one definitely has less structure than the $79 one. Less structure. And they both have less structure than the $3,100 one. But with that said, it's $3,100 versus $39 or $80, depending on which one you want to roll with. And like I said, the $79 one does not smell like hospital. So as of right now, I am really leaning toward keeping my $79 one, and that's solely because it does not smell like factory, and the fact that it definitely has more, it's firmer than the $39 one. But remember, my con for the authentic Bottega Veneta Andiamo clutch is that when I go to close it, I have to press inside, or I have to press in on the leather, and it's already giving me creasing on this side of the bag. And I don't want creasing on the web of the bag. I want my $3,100 bag to be perfect forever. Oh, child, that Italian leather smells delightful. But is it $3,100 worth of delight? Is it really about the clutch, or is it about the name that I'm tying to the clutch? And if we're being honest, as it relates to Bottega Veneta, now when I order Chanel, everyone pretty much recognizes that that is Chanel. Like, there are no questions about it. You got two giant CCs that say Chanel. However, with this Andiamo clutch, you could be walking around with $3,100 worth of bag, and somebody is going to swear that you got your bag from Amazon because they are unfamiliar with who this dupe is inspired by. So the question becomes, do we roll with the $3,100 authentic Andiamo clutch by Bottega Veneta that has problems with its closure, that has problems with its glazing? Do we roll with this one? Albeit adorable, it's still not an Hermes Kelly cut, don't get me wrong, but it may be as close as I am ever going to get, because I don't know if I'm willing to drop down between 10,000 used up to like $48,000 for a bag, a clutch, albeit a clutch that I may carry 3-4 times a year. I'm unsure. In my spirit, I can keep this $80 bag and I can live to buy another day. Do you hear that? I can direct these funds toward something else that I absolutely do not need. So I really think that's where I'm headed. I think Mr. Bottega Veneta Andiamo clutch, adorable, smells divine. I really think it is going back. I think the $39 Andiamo dupe is going back. And I think I'm going to stay comfortably in the middle with my $79 Bottega Veneta Andiamo dupe, and I'm going to live to buy another day. I'm going to buy something shiny. You know I love shiny things. Put it towards something shiny. All right, lovies, this is the conclusion. Hey, did I tell you I love this color? Bordeaux is my absolute favorite color. Like, it's vintage. I love Bordeaux Agné, like sometimes people say Agner. That Etnier Agné, that it's not Agner, it's Agné. I love that in Bordeaux. It's very vintage. Like, it gives me 70s vibes, and I love 70s vibes. That Bordeaux, it's also this color of the season. You're going to see lots of maroons, Bordeauxs, all through fall and winter. Cranberries, all through fall and winter. It's a timeless color. I absolutely adore it. Now, is my bag going to fall apart in 3 to 4 years? Possibly. The odds are high. But with that said, by that time, I will have found the authentic Bottega Veneta Andiamo clutch on the Real Fashion File or Yuji's Closet at a much discounted rate. It won't be $3,100 because if you know like I know, Bottega Veneta does not maintain its resale value. So there's another reason for you to roll with the $80 dupe. $80, $79.99 dupe. And like we said, if you order from Amazon today, you can get one for $77.99. I hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it for you. It's much longer than I intended it to be. I hope you're having a great day. I love you unconditionally. Bye.